How you doing? Good. I'm a man of few words. Thank you. Okay. I'm afraid my memory went when my hair went, so excuse me if I do look at my notes every now and then. As you saw, my name's Davey. I'm an actor. I'm also a martial arts instructor. You wouldn't really know that from the way I had my head smashed in by a rock, but I did get better, so all good. I'm here supporting this event tonight because it affects all of us in some way, shape or form, either directly or indirectly. Some of us, or someone we know, has been abused, bullied or disrespected in the workplace. And we don't want to stand for that. You know, we need to stand up. We need to stand up, be noticed, and not stand to be disrespected. I'm focusing more on the women tonight than the men because the sad fact is they are more at risk than men. And everyone deserves respect, especially women. But they tend to be disrespected, abused, bullied, or made to feel less than they actually are through crude comments, sexist jokes, derogatory comments. But they're all somebody's mothers or sisters or wives. So every boss, every worker, every co-worker needs to ask themselves, how would I feel if that was my female family member who was being abused or being victimized? So the long and short of it is, I believe we should all live by the golden rule. And it's a rule taught in every religion and every culture around the world. We need to treat others the way we want to be treated. Thank you. Personally, I believe that females are smarter, stronger and tougher than us guys. I mean, I could not give birth. You know, I've got the pain threshold of a hamster and I cry like a baby when I have a tattoo done. So women, kudos to you. You are the tougher race. But the paradox is that, as I say, women tend to be victimized more than men. So as men, as bosses or brothers or husbands or whatever, we need to live by that golden rule. You know, we need to take responsibility for our actions. We need to take responsibility for our choices. Now, to give you an illustration of what I mean by making the right choice and taking responsibility, I want to share a very personal story with you. Some of you know this, some of you might not. Back in 2008, my first true love, my first soulmate, and my wife of 21 years was killed by a drunk driver in a hit and run. She was out for a walk with our kids. She was pushing our son, who has cerebral palsy and is in a wheelchair. She was actually pushing him in his wheelchair at the time when the drunk driver jumped the curb onto the sidewalk and ploughed into them. My son was just 15 at the time. He was hospitalised, put in a coma for 11 days with life-threatening injuries. My daughter was 8 years old and she witnessed her mother's death in all its horrible detail. So you can imagine, or rather, hopefully you cannot imagine how much that traumatized her, and it still has its effects today. I was spared that grief, or spared that vision, because I was actually out teaching martial arts that evening. My son was spared that vision because he was unconscious, but my daughter, it's kind of had lasting effects on her. Now, the drunk driver could have made the choice to walk home. He could have made the choice to catch a cab. He could have made the choice to not drink. But his failure to take responsibility and to make the right choice resulted in the death of my wife, the hospitalisation of my son, and the pain, loss and trauma that it gave me and my family. Now, it's a different kind of abuse that we're talking about tonight, but this was abuse nonetheless. And it illustrates the fact that we all have a choice. We can choose not to drink and drive every bit as easily as we can choose to respect our co-workers or employees or our family or friends. So that's the choice we need to make. And that's what I want to purvey today. I want you to take hold of that idea. I want you to hold on to it and I want you to run with it. Now, another good thing about having a choice is when we are knocked down, we can choose to get up. But We can also choose to stay on the pity pot. We can choose to stay on the ground and let everyone walk all over us. But personally, I think we should all find the courage, no matter what shit we go through, we should all find the courage to stand tall and to not stand to be disrespected, to demand the respect each and every one of us deserves. So as I say, if we can all live by that golden rule, if we can all love and respect each other, then the entire world would be a much nicer and safer place, including the workplace. Now, in my opinion, I think today, right the hell now, would be a great time for us all to try to start living by that golden rule. Don't you? Thank you.